Commissioner of the Michigan Ultimate Survivor. Day, December 2nd. Well, we're in the finals. And that's all I have to say. Podcast. We'll talk to you later, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day. Psych! I ain't some chump bitch who's gonna sit here and cry about the fact that my team lost because the fucking coach of the Seahawks, whoever the hell his ass is, nobody knows, not Pete Carroll, decides to fucking run the ball when down 30-7 in the fourth quarter like an idiot. And of course, the Green Bay Packers, who are just made to piss me off, cannot fucking stop Zach Charbonnet for freaking getting a 24-yard touchdown that got a meaningless rushing touchdown in the fourth quarter that no sane coach, which we don't know anything about here in Detroit, would have ever called. And because of that, Louis Diana remains the most decorated owner in the history of the league. We're going to talk about that game and the other game in the Seagraves family that was a huge letdown amongst many games that were letdowns in the Seagraves family this weekend. As we get it going, we don't have theme music. We don't care. It's 7:42. I don't have all day. Here we go. I'm just going to break down to it right now. We're going to get straight to the bread and butter, which, by the way, bread and butter hamburger helper, A-list meal, according to J-Mac. And I 100% agree. Growing up, that was an A-list meal. He put a, how much is it here? Let's see. Is it here? Let me share this tab. Yeah, right here. I think this is, oh, no, that's not the right one. Anyway, I'll show you later. Nobody cares. I said I don't have time, and then I fucking look at bread and butter pictures. But still, did I hit this button or what? God, I have the slowest internet of all time. I don't know why I still use Comcast. It's the worst. Although it isn't that bad, actually. Probably the fact I have like no games left, no time left in my, or no storage on my computer. Here we go. The muscle game of the week, according to this, was not even in the main bracket. It was in the suck bracket. Whispering Eye, 79.58. Jason Taylor over Show Me Them TDs. Chad-Lige, Malige. I'm going to turn this up so I can actually hear it so I don't sound like I'm screaming. There we go. Now I can hear it. Led by Will Rijkaard, the kicker from the Vikings, who I should have fucking started because he scored enough points that would have won me the game. 13.5. The Broncos defense. And like, did you see this pass play where they threw it? The Colts threw it, and then he threw it back to the quarterback, and then someone from the Broncos intercepted it and took it to the house. Unbelievable. The Broncos are one of the reasons I lost too, because the Colts are completely inept and they could design such an idiotic play. They deserve to lose. Who do not deserve to lose? Show me them TDs. Check the great run, but his run ends. Now we get to the real bread and butter. Muscle bracket, Final Four. Number 17 seed Providence Power, my Providence Power, almost had the Cinderella story complete, but no. David went up against Goliath, and in this situation, Goliath stomped that little chump bitch and crushed him into oblivion. But Goliath had texted David at 1:58 or something like that, saying, "Good game, man. I'm big Goliath. I'm big pussy. I think I lose because I'm down by 35 points with a fuck ton of players to go." It's true. He did. He conceded. If this was, and it would have been a completely different outcome, people. He conceded the election. But you know what? It's not an election. It's football. I texted him, that's why you play the game, man. You never know. Because Bo Nix, who had 3 picks in the first half, and the Broncos were getting stomped because of the ineptitude of the fucking Colts, they got back in that game because of that stupid play, or Jonathan Taylor dropping the ball as he crossed the end zone. It was all meant to be, as Louis Diana, 86 to 79.6, and what a game it was. No shame in losing to you, Louis. My hat's off to you. I don't have one because if I did, I'd have to lose my hair even faster. But still, great game. Zach Charbonnet's 9.8 points. I don't care what the score says. James Conner obviously did his damage, but that Zach Charbonnet touchdown was the difference in a meaningless fucking 20 rush call that went for a 24-yard touchdown. Lamar Jackson did his part for my team. Jonnu Smith did his part. Fucking Pacheco is useless. I hate him with a passion. I hate the Chiefs. I can't believe they're fucking one-win team or one-loss team. They should be a one-win team. They've only scored about as many points as a one-win team. Nevertheless, congratulations. We go down to the other game, and as if getting beat by one Seagraves member getting beat, the second one got beat pretty hardcore, and again, it was awful. to watch Josh Allen, Superman, clear MVP this year, just annihilate the Lions. And what makes it worse is that he was being started by Chris Russell, who attended the watch party with us, brought his lovely gal, Sarah, there. Very nice to meet you both finally in person. Well, I guess you in person. I didn't know who she was till she came in. But still, what a game by Allen. I have no shame in losing to Allen. I love watching Josh Allen play. I just don't like watching him play when he's playing against the Lions. No excuses. Lions defense completely depleted. Guess what? You're still a fucking NFL team. You got to put out the team out there. No excuses here. Cassandra put in a good lineup. James Cook also ran all over the lines, which she actually got a benefit for. But Sam Darnold, she put her hopes in Sam Darnold, and we knew. We talked about it. No doubt. We didn't collude, but we talked about it. Do we really want to put our hopes in Sam Darnold? Well, fuck yes, we do. He is the second highest scoring quarterback in the entire league. He's playing the Bears, but it just wasn't meant to be. Chris Russell, Goff and Balls, 2 seed, moves on to face the 4 seed Louis Diana's football team in the finals. We'll talk about that in a minute. In the rest of the suck bracket, this was very close to the game of the week, according to their stupid formula. Rob Aiken defeats Josh Griner 78.38 to 74.65 behind. And I should have started Patrick Mahomes. Well, I shouldn't have started Patrick Mahomes because Lamar Jackson gave 27 points. Josh Jacobs, T. Higgins, Patrick Mahomes and his ankle sprain. Chase McLaughlin, 14 points. That was enough for Aiken for Ship to beat Vic in a box by 4 points a show. Then we have Death by 1,000 punts. Aaron over Hangman Mr. Hernandez 96 to 57. Chris Melchlor just didn't have much left in the tank. I mean, Brock Purdy 0.99 points, playing like Mr. Irrelevant, that's for sure. Come on, music, let's go. Where you at? Jaden Daniels. Devontae Adams coming out of 2017 or some shit. 28.4 points. Jonnu Smith and the Cowboys defense. 96 points. Good job. In a game of just total underachievers, these guys probably used all their good players. Tua with negative 0.08 points. Way to go, Dustin Hanson. Dustin Hanson, Steel City Sackers losing my ball. Zach Kurtz. Don Knapp, 56 to 47. AJ Brown was their high score of 15 points. Jalen Waddle got 0. Tua got negative 0.08 points. Between the two players, well, he's also started Jonnu Smith, but the two players that he started for the Dolphins, they scored negative 0.08 points collectively. Everyone's favorite John Script reference, Freddie versus Jason, puts up 118.5 this week in the Suck Bracket Sweet 16. It might be deleted. I don't fucking know what it is anymore. $75 million man doesn't put up a performance worth shit. 56 points. Nobody cares. Just here so I don't get fines. Paul, I love to wall and whine about the regular season. His dream continues. He could win the Suck Bracket, I believe, for the second time. This might be one of those alternate reality things, though, that Brian David, I don't know if he ever won it before. I think he did. Paul did. I know, whatever his name is. Gary King didn't win this week. This one I know. 74.3, 63.8 behind Scary Terry, finally scoring some points. Didn't score any for me when I started him. Patriot Thunder, James St. Germain. He had off, and it showed. Combas, Jeremy Orr puts up 112. He's known for doing high scores. 30.53 points for Goff. 21 for James Conner. 22 for Brian Thomas Jr. and 112 points for Kakambas. Parker Dalton's dad, David Dalton, his run comes to an end behind Rocky Keeling's 1% heart. He will take 2 for the road. Him and his son are both packing up and heading down the highway for the offseason slash the Muscle Playoff Challenge that's coming up soon. Don't forget, that is coming. End of the season. That's it. That would be your lineup recap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 8 games. Okay. There were 8 games, so it was Sweet 16. I don't even know anymore. So that's that. We're gonna look at the bracket. There's not much left on the one side. Now, in the muscle bracket, we have the number 4 seed mentioned, Louis Diana's football team, taking on Goff and Balls, Chris Russell, 9-2 versus 9-2 in a battle for the ages. Now, another battle for the ages might be, even though
Tony Cromwell and Ashley Cromwell played each other in the finals for first place. The Seagraves family, husband, wife, Cassandra and James, will be playing each other in the third place game that nobody gives a shit about. But, might be some bragging rights there. Might be. So we'll see what happens there. I know I have a much better chamber of people left in the chamber, I guess. So the Elite Eight of the Suck bracket is as follows. Rob Aiken for a ship, taking on Aaron Minturn's Death by 1,000 Punts. Steel City Sackers, Dustin Hanson. That can't be right. That's obviously not right because my Balzac hurts. This is glitched. I was going to say, Dustin Hanson lost. I'll fix this. I have to build these fucking things manually, okay? Nothing's perfect. Nevertheless, I'll fix this. My Balzac hurts taking on Freddy versus Jason. That was embarrassing. That's Jeff Arbogast. Paul Wallenwine taking on Kakambas. This was done right. Jason Taylor's Whispering Eyes in the what was the game of the week apparently, taking on 99% luck, 1% heart, whose 59.33 points was enough to get him into the Elite Eight. So yeah, that's that. I have the world's worst cup of coffee, no doubt about it. It was a rough weekend for the Seagraves family, as I mentioned. Basically, everything that could go wrong kind of did go wrong, but it doesn't beat us up too much. I lost. Cassandra lost. The Packers won, beating the Seahawks, which sucks because that keeps the 49ers in the hunt when they play the Lions. They will actually be playing potentially. If the Seahawks had won, the fucking 49ers would have basically had nothing to play for, but they lost. So now the 49ers have something to play for potentially next week. The Lions obviously lost to the Bills. The Eagles beat the Steelers. The Vikings beat the Bears. Not surprising there. Which means, and of course, the Lions lost more players. But I want to show you something. And this means a lot to me here, okay? And well, this means a lot. Whoa, shit. This obviously means a lot to me right here, whatever this is. But that's actually on Ford Field, actually. But this is what I love right here, okay? This is kind of my mantra in life. I just want to share it with you here real quick, even though I don't really have time to. I'm going to. Dan Campbell on the mental toll of the Lions losing so many players to injury. Quote, we acknowledge we've lost really good players, but nobody cares. Nobody's going to give us a pass or put an asterisk next to our record. Now, going for a fucking onside kick with 12 minutes ago was, I mean, I kind of get why he did that. I do. I get why he did that. The Lions couldn't stop them all game. They punted one time. The time is the essence of there, okay? You kick it off and they march down. They take 6 minutes off the clock. Now it's going to be impossible to come back. If they don't get the onside kick, they're being field goal range, but they'll only eat a couple minutes off the clock. That makes sense. What they weren't planning on was having a horrible execution, having to return to the 5-yard line. But still, nevertheless, I get why he did that. But this mantra is so good because it seems in this day and age, and not this weekend, there's a reason I'm talking about this weekend. This day and age, everybody wants to cry about stuff. Everyone's always the victim. Well, this, that, the other thing. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh, my whole life's a shit show because I can't find a job. You know, oh, this person left me. Cry, cry, cry. Dude, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Greatest quote I've read in a long time. Nobody cares. It's like fucking Dotson trying to freaking worry about freaking Dennis Nedry seeing him take the fucking Barbasol can. Nobody cares, Dotson. Nobody cares. No one's watching. Nobody cares. Okay? This is your life. You deal with the cards that you've been dealt. Our team this weekend, as I put in this Facebook post, you might be able to see up here. Yeah. Our team, which is just a local team, was playing in a tournament with state select teams and local select teams all in one tournament, okay? Our team, which is a local team, grew nothing but teams that were in a higher division than us, state select or local select. And everyone's like, oh, this isn't fair. It's like, yeah, you know what? It's not fair. But you know what you got to do? You got to fucking deal with it. You got to get out there and play your ass off. You got to get up there and fucking go apply for a job. Get up there, fucking start exercising. Not that I'm not the fucking... I have lost a lot of weight, but I'm fat now. Don't cry about your life. You are in control of your life. Don't cry about the situation you're in because you have to just fucking deal with it. Thank you, Dan Campbell, for saying such honest words. He said the most honest thing I ever heard last year after his loss to the 49ers when he said, this may have been our only shot. This is incredibly hard to get back to. That's fucking honesty, man. And this is honesty. Nobody cares if the Lions team's completely decimated by injuries. We're here. We got to do what we got to do. You wake up in the morning, you do what you got to do. When you fucking have to have whatever his name is, Daniel Carlson, kick for 12 points, that's where it is. He didn't do it. I'm not fucking sulking about it. Here I am commending Louis Diana, commending Chris Russell for beating us. And congratulations. That's it. Don't tell your kids, well, I might have to call the teacher and talk to them about this because you should have gotten an A. No, they probably gave your teacher a fucking B- or student a B- because they fucked up. Okay? That's what happened. We had a girl quit our volleyball team because their mom says, well, we've trained too hard to play down to your girl's level. Bitch, your fucking daughter served into the net 8 out of 15 times. She's not that good. That's all there is to it. In life, we fucking just move on. And that's what we're doing as a Seagrace family this weekend. Moving on from damn near a perfect combo, but it didn't happen. So that's what I got to say. I know nobody cares about that, but I'm going to tell you, I just want to commend Dan Campbell for what is probably the greatest quote I've read in a long time. Hope you got the Dennis Nedry reference. But you know what we're not crying about here at the Seagrace household? The fact that somehow in a low week, the Lions-Chargers square hit because the Lions, because they couldn't run the ball for shit, put up 48 rushing yards, and the Chargers, good Lord, that was an ugly game, put up 32. So, hey, we may have lost in the semifinals, but we won a super square. Yippity-yay. Nobody cares. But we talk about it because that's what I do. So that's that. Sorry for the rant, but I mean, I just like, I just realized that I wasn't sharing this tab. There it is. You can't really see it. There it is. Hey, Lions and Chargers both sucked this week. I mean, Lions didn't suck, but they sucked at running. Jared Goff put up 400 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, and lost. Same guy who put up 5 interceptions and won, which I've seen that meme quite a bit. It's pretty funny, but, it is what it is. The better team won, okay? Is that what you want to hear? The better team won. Bills, fucking Josh Allen, probably the greatest player in the league right now, although he did. It was funny to see him get smoked after that throw and watch his big-ass body go flying. But nevertheless, that's that. Good luck to Lewis. Good luck to Chris. Good luck to Cassandra in our third-place game. Yeah, right. And good luck to everyone in the suck bracket. A lot of great owners, including Paul Wallenwine. See, this is what I'm saying. You cried about, well, I'm just going to give up the season. If you gave up the season, you would have been eliminated from the suck bracket. Don't give up the season. What you do is you press on. And now look at you, Paul Wallenwine. You're in the suck bracket Elite 8. You're only, 3 wins away from a big old $50 payday that could possibly fill your tank with gas. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week for the championship edition of the MUSL podcast, the Commissioner's Corner. Get out there, make something of your life, be happy, smile, enjoy the holiday season. Don't forget to tip your waitresses and bartenders, and don't forget to not be a dick to people in customer service because this is a stressful time unless you come to Verizon where it's always a party.